InsideThunder.com. Powered by Wheeler Whitlock Insurance.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder beat Charlotte 109-95. That's their sixth straight win, which ties for the longest streak of the season. They head to Dallas now for a Friday game with the Mavericks, then go east and up north before coming back home. Kevin Durant with 26 points. Russell Westbrook had 16. He also had 15 assists. That's just 2 away from his career high. Steven Adams also got into double figures. He had 10 points. That's the 6th time in the last 10 games that Adams has scored in double figures. He had done that just 5 times in the previous 34 games. So he's getting things going as well. After the game, Billy Donovan talked about it, and so did Kevin Durant and Kyle Singler, who had a big game.
I thought we started the game with, really good focus, really on both ends. I thought we really struggled to shoot the ball in the first half. It was kind of amazing looking down at the stat sheet. I think we had 14 assists and we were shooting 39% from the field. So I really thought we were playing unselfishly, missed a lot of shots. I thought our defense was good tonight. It was a little bit more consistent. I thought in the second half, especially in the third quarter, we had a really good third quarter. And just trying to continually, I think, build that consistency on the defensive end of the floor. And, I think maybe some of the shooting tonight, third game in 4 nights. But again, I'm really, really pleased with what these guys are trying to do on the offensive end of the floor, the way they're playing, the way they're sharing it, the way they're creating open looks for each other. And I think they're really working hard to try to get better defensively, and I think we have made some strides defensively. So, it was a good win, and now we go on the road, for several, and we'll have a lot to get prepared for that.
Coach, you talked about that third quarter. They got it down to 5. What was the key for y'all to be able to pretty much blow it out and get it up to 20 at one point?
Well, we got some stops. For one, we got out on the fast break. I thought we created good shots. It was a good quarter for Kevin. He I thought played well. Russell, I thought had some really good looks. The ball didn't go in the basket for him at the rate he had been shooting the ball. But again, I think you look down, you see 15 assists, just his unselfishness, the way he got guys involved. And I thought we got good looks, and we attacked the basket, and we defended well.
Seems like he has 5-6 assists every first quarter. How are you seeing him even more than earlier in the season coming out, starting the game, trying to get everyone involved right away?
I would say he's got really good awareness of what's going on. Like, he's got really good awareness if possessions go by and maybe Serge hasn't been involved, or possessions have gone by and Kevin hasn't been involved. He's, I think, really mindful of that. I think Russell's paying attention to what's going on. I think he's also trying to read defensively what they're doing. I think if you ask Kevin, I thought there was a lot of good shots that were generated and created. About Kevin getting open, Russell finding him, Kevin get out in a break, transition. But Russell, when he's out there playing, I think he's got really good awareness, and he's making good plays with the ball in his hands, and he's getting really everybody involved. And I think because the ball's in Kevin and Russell's hands so much, they're making the game a lot easier. And again, we had a lot of guys score tonight, and I think the reason a lot of guys scored tonight was because of the unselfishness.
Billy, the evolution of watching Russell go from what he was when he first came in to having 15 assists in just a few minutes is amazing. Is that something that is needed in what you see this offense becoming? Is him being, as crazy as it sounds for a guy who led the league in scoring, a pass-first guard?
Well, I don't want to say Russell's a pass-first guard or he's a scoring guard. I've said this before. He just needs to go out there and be himself. And he plays so hard. He plays to win. And I really believe this about Russell. Last year he scored a lot of points, won a scoring championship. The leading scorer in the league. And I don't think he's wrapped up in that. I think he's really wrapped up in winning and finding ways to win, and whatever he feels the best way for the group to win is. And I think he's really been very well balanced between himself, because I think to take away his offense and his explosiveness and what he can do, especially in around the basket, posting up. And then he's also really gotten other guys involved. So he's done a really good job, I think, in both areas, balancing, and hopefully, I feel like he's playing to his identity and who he is.
Gallo, OKCThunder.com. Last night you have 10 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. Tonight, 20 second chance points. Between the physicality of Steven and Ennis, do you notice that wearing on teams throughout the course of a 48-minute game, the fact that you can bring those two guys in?
Yeah, I think it does, because they're in close around the basket. We got hurt a little bit in some transition, at times, and there was some tough matchups out there with Kaminsky and Hawes. They got us on a wrap curl, and Kaminsky popped out for a three on Steven. Sometimes those are tough covers for Ennis and Steven, and I just wanted to see what it could look like, just to what we could maybe get out of it offensively, what we could do posting up, offensive rebounding. But those are two really big guys, and I think both Steven and Ennis make a conscientious effort to go to the backboard, to go rebound. They're not bystanders and spectators. They go out there and they try to really manufacture extra possessions, and both of them have done a good job in that area.
Back to Russ in this kind of assist binge. Do you think, his shooting percentages are way down this month, his mid-range. Do you think part of it's maybe him sensing, he's not on right now, and that's why he's kind of...
No, I don't think so. I think Russell has got a great deal of confidence in himself. I think he's taking good shots. I think there's shots that he normally, and I feel very comfortable with him taking. He had one play going down the lane that he normally finished with a dunk. The ball kind of slipped out of his hands. He had a couple 15-footers that were, uncontested, just didn't go in. But I don't think he's playing the game saying, okay, I'm not making shots tonight, so I'm not going to shoot. I think he's going to try to play the right way and do the right things. If he's open, he's going to take his open shots. But he's also, I think, really doing a great job of when he gets in that full head of steam, he's coming downhill. Like, he did a great job in the second half. They were really trying to take away the roll to the basket, and that led to a lot of our turnovers. And we got a little bit careless at the end of the game. But they took away the lob. They took away Ennis. But what they left open was the opposite corner. And there was several times he snapped the ball to the opposite corner. He got Serge a three. He got some other guys, a three. So he's reading defense, and they really converged on him, and they really came over on Steven. They really jammed the lane up. But when you do that, you got something else is open. And he found the open guy. And I thought our guys did a good job of that tonight. Like, we got good looks. The ball just didn't go in the basket tonight. It was just one of those nights. Maybe it was 3 out of 4 nights of games. But we were really moving the ball. Again, I think 14 assists for us in the first half on 39% shooting is I think, really pretty impressive. And then we end up with 28, and it wasn't overly a great dominant offensive performance, but we played the right way. And I think when your point guard's out there doing that, it helps your team.
Yeah, Billy, Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. We talked about Kyle in the pregame. He came out, had a great shooting night. Not going to do that every night, but if he can be solid on offense, do you see even increased playing time for him?
Well, it was one game, Barry, and he, like I said before, has really worked hard. He spends a lot of time in the gym, and most of the time, you're working on your offense, your ball handling, your shooting. Dion did a nice job finding him several times, as did Cameron Payne. I think Kevin maybe found him once, but it was good for me to see the ball go in the basket for him because of the time he's been putting in there. But the biggest thing for him is, I believe, offense. As good as these guys are offensively, we shot 39% in the first half. You're going to have games where it comes and goes. Where Kyle's been pretty consistent has been the defensive end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, how did what you guys did in the first quarter set the tone, got out and run, and just offensively seemed to set the pace?
Yeah, we got stops. We missed shots tonight. We missing some good looks tonight. Last few games, actually, we were missing some great looks. So once those started to fall on top of our defense and the way we passing the ball, sky's the limit for us. So, we just haven't had any practice time. Guys, out of rhythm a little bit. Game's coming so quick. But once we start making shots, I think, it's going to take us to another level. And but defensively, we've been doing a great job.
Are you at least proud, though, with the patience you guys are showing on offense, that you continue to move the ball despite shots not falling? Yeah,
when you shoot tough shots, it's hard to stay patient. But when you miss good looks, layups, wide open threes, shots that you feel great about, if you keep going, keep grinding it out, they're going to start to fall. So with us, we just got to, grind it out, wait till it happens, and keep playing the way we're playing, man. We had 28 assists tonight, 30 last night, and we shot probably 43% in those last 2 games. So that's a good sign.
It seems like every first quarter you look down and Russ has got 6, 7 assists. You've seen it even more than usual this month. Really coming out of the gate trying to.
First quarter. You know, he's going out his way to get assists. You know, it's kind of like, you know, it's like a video game where you're trying to get all the assists early and get everybody involved early, and it's helping us out. You know, we know to get him the ball early. We know that he has to have it in his hands. You know, the first quarter, and he's going to get 5 or 6 assists, and that's going to get us going. So, you know, he did it tonight, and he just picks and chooses his spots. You know, he knows when to go rebound, knows when to score. You know, knows when to make the right play. So, you know, he's playing at a nice level right now.
What does that do for you, for Steven? You know, everyone has a bucket pretty much within the first 5 minutes.
I mean, he's just pushing in position to score. It's not necessarily guys that had the ball in their hands trying to make plays, but he just, you know, when he passes it to you, you know you got to shoot the ball. And Steven is reaping, you know, the benefits of that. And, you know, I'm trying to knock down shots, serve. So everybody's just, you know, playing off of Russell, you know, in that first quarter. He has the ball in his hands all quarter, and he's making plays for everybody.
You guys had 10 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter last night, 20 second chance points tonight. Do you notice over the course of 48 minutes Steven and Ennis's physicality kind of wearing teams down?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got when you got 3-4 bigs that can grind it out. And, you know, teams don't want to play against that, you know. And Steven is doing a great job for us right now. Ennis, you know, we missing a lot of shots. That's helping them, but you know, we gotta continue to ride those guys. They're huge for us. We're gonna need them to continue to be physical and aggressive, and you know, they're doing a great job.
How nice was it to see Kyle Singler hit some shots out there tonight?
Kyle's been playing great since he's been in the lineup. I mean, he may not come out and hit 3 or 4 threes, but he's playing great basketball, confident basketball, you know, defending, rebounding, just doing the little things for us. And when he gets the shots, he's just super aggressive. It's been the last 4 or 5 games, he came in and hit big shots when we needed him. You know, when teams have been making a run, he'll come and hit a 3 or something, or get a rebound or get a steal and make an assist. So he's playing great basketball, playing confident basketball, and we got to continue to just keep, you know, pumping them up and giving them confidence and believing in them. And, you know, this is going to start to get better for him. So he's been playing well this last couple of weeks, and we need him to continue to do so.
You got big bench production in the past couple of games, be it Ennis or Kyle. How much does that help when you're getting ready to go on these extended road trips to have guys coming off the bench and helping out?
It's huge. It's huge. We need our bench to play well. Every good team in this league has a good bench. No matter if you have a go-to guy or you got a bunch of guys that just know how to play basketball, you need a good bench. And I think our bench is starting to get better. Cam is doing a great job scoring, passing. Dion is scoring. Ennis is our go-to guy in that second unit. So he's making plays. So we got to second unit just, you know, when we got a lead, you know, they got to try to extend it. When we're down, they just try to cut into the lead. So that's their whole goal. I think they're doing a good job of trying to, you know, focus on those 2 things.
What do it mean to you playing in front of the men and women that serve our country? You know, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, man, they do so much. Those are the real heroes. You know, not a lot of people know them personally, but they do so much for our country and, you know, provide us with that freedom. And it's just amazing that they are fans of what we do when, you know, a lot of people should be fans of what they do for us. So, you know, just honored I get that opportunity. We got that opportunity and play in front of them and just let them know about how hard we play, that we respect them and we appreciate them.
You seem to be getting more and more confident in your offense. Is that true?
You know, more time that you can spend with the team and with the guys, you can build confidence that way. But yeah, I've been playing pretty well lately.
You even went to the hook shot. I don't know if it's a sky hook, but you took it to the rack and threw up the hook tonight. Is that something you're going to see more of?
I don't know.
How tough has this season been on you with the struggles you went early and then didn't get much playing time, but now have gotten back into the rotation?
Season's been amazing. Being on this team is a blessing. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to be on this team, and whether you go through tough weeks, tough months, I mean, it's life, it's basketball, and it's what makes the game fun. You got to put in work to get good at your craft. So.
Do you change things up at all in practice, or do you just try to be as consistent as you can possibly be with whatever you're doing?
Consistency with some, you know, changes is kind of a good recipe. You got to be consistent with the work that you put in, but changing drills, working with different people is helpful as well, because you just get a different perspective.
What's it been like playing with Russell? Seeing what he's been doing this year, assist-wise.
He's been amazing, actually. just finding guys, whether it's kind of how he plays. I think he's really putting a conscious effort into playing a little bit differently. It's definitely a good thing. It helps our team come together. It connects our group a little bit more, and he's just been doing an unbelievable job of controlling the game.
Are you seeing that particularly in the first quarter? I mean, it seems like he just popped 6-7 assists within the first 8 minutes, like every night.
Yeah, I think in this game, the first 6 minutes, he had 4 or 5 assists. So you have to start the game, and to see ball movement is great. That's what you want to see. You want to see guys touching the ball, getting involved, filling the game out, and Russell is the guy that's spearheading that thing.
It's easy for us to keep up with your offense, but we don't know a thing about what's going on defense. Do you feel like your defense has improved from early in the season?
Explain it again. You don't know.
Is your defense? We don't know what's going on with everybody's defense. We can look at the numbers and watch the game and tell the offense. Defense. How do you feel about the way your game has developed this season defensively?
Well, defense is a collective group effort, different than offense because you can see the numbers and stuff like that. But individually, I think I've gotten better with how I move, strength-wise, but mainly defense is a team game, so it's not based on your ability to defend because you're going to get beat. Everyone gets beat in the NBA, and you're just trying to do the best job you can.
DJ told me early in the season that as far as adjusting to the new coach, new systems and all that, he said the offense actually sort of comes around easy. He said it's a lot tougher to adjust to a new defensive system. Do you buy that?
For sure, yeah.
Why is that?
Just because there's a sense of repetition that you need to learn, how guys rotate, kind of just what I was saying. It's a group effort, and if you're not familiar with your group, you can get lost out there. So the more that you're able to be out there on the court, get familiar with the guys out there is key.
Do you think you guys collectively have gotten better on defense in, say, the last month?
Yes and no. We have moments where we're really good. A few months or a few weeks ago, you could see number-wise that we weren't where we wanted to be, but now our ranks where we think that we are, where we should be. So the key and the goal is to keep it consistent and try to keep it where it is now.
Kyle Singler, Kevin Durant, and Billy Donovan. Kyle Singler with 11 points on 4 for 4 shooting. He was 3 for 3 on threes. And the one shot that he took that wasn't a three was a nifty sky hook that went in. So Singler with an outstanding night on offense, which is a little bit rare for him lately. And he also played some really good defense. Thunder now hit the road for 4 games. That starts in Dallas on Friday. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated at InsideThunder.com.